And in the town of West Bromwich. I've played against West Brom many times. Their nickname is the Baggies. It's believed, or one theory is to do with local workers using baggy trousers as protective clothing, but no one's really sure. So let's see what kind of property has been bagged at auction. I've always thought that houses in cul-de-sacs attract family living, as you normally get off-street parking and there's no through traffic, which makes it just a little bit safer for the children playing out. But here's our property. It is a semi-detached house. It's got 2 bedrooms and it has a guide price of £50,000 plus. And it's got off-street parking. I'm not too keen on the cladding, but each to their own. OK, what have we got? Right, we've got what feels like a really sort of tight hallway. I don't know if it's to do with the decor or what, but it feels quite claustrophobic. Stairs going up to the bedrooms into a sort of... We've got a boiler on the wall there. Not quite sure what this room would have been. Let's investigate a little bit further. Into a really nice, large lounge area, maybe large diner, I'm not sure. Old-fashioned fireplace and some wood over the fireplace there as well. Now, OK, here you go. This would have been a door, as you can feel. And you can also see there's a few cracks down there as well. And that's possibly a telltale sign. If you sort of stand back, you can actually see the frame of the door. That would have been the light as you came through the door. And also you've got the radiator on the other side as well. So this would have been your lounge, your front room area. So someone has fiddled with the layout. It's a bit baffling. There's this big lounge, but then there's this odd space with the boiler. Why would you have that in this room? What is this room? And why is the boiler not in the kitchen? Where is the kitchen? OK, so we found the kitchen, and it's not a bad size at all either. A couple of big windows coming in. It's a bit tired. You would have to start again, brand new kitchen in here, but doesn't quite feel right. You've got sort of like a roof that's like you would have in a sauna. I've just got to have a look at this from the outside. OK, so exactly what have we got out here? OK, we've got what looks like a shed connected to the back of the house. It is actually a shed. It's just a wooden... It's actually just a wooden lean-to, which comes under a temporary structure because it is wooden. Now, that would have been great back when you were putting this onto the house. You know, no planning permission needed either. Perfect. But when you come to sell it, you won't get a mortgage on this house because there's no kitchen actually inside the house. So that's why we say read the legal pack and view the property. So for me, read the legal pack and view the property. Consider yourself told. And another hammer rule, of course, is to view the property. And upstairs in this house shows you why that's a must. Bedroom in there with some quite significant cracks. The whole place is tired, it's aged, and it's dated. And there seems to be more cracks in here as well. Look, there's actually everywhere. That's quite a significant size crack there in the cupboard. Great storage space, but I'm worried about what I'm seeing here. OK, somebody's tried to do a little bit of a DIY with some masking tape. Joking aside, subsidence can cause cracks. Don't do it yourself. Get this checked out by an expert, because it can cost you a lot of money. Please, 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 I told you so. So issues are plenty in this ordinary-looking house. Not impossible ones, I hope. But look before you leap type ones. Told you so. So does a local property expert think there's still value to be had from this house?
The property is quite an unusual layout. It's got this sort of hallway stroke room. It's neither here nor there in the middle. And it's got the kitchen, which has been built onto the back, which looks as if it was an illegal build many years ago. The property could be extended. You could lose the old wooden kitchen and build backwards, and obviously have planning permission and build a proper kitchen and build further out into the rear of the garden.
An extension might allow this 2-bed house to become 3, So what difference to the value would that make for a property that was guided of £50,000 plus?
As a two-bedroom property, I think the house would sell for something like £90,000 to £95,000. If the property was converted into a three-bedroom house, it would sell on the open market for something like £95,000 to £105,000, depending on the refurb.
And the rental figures would increase from £450 per calendar month for a two-bed house to possibly £550 per calendar month for a three-bed. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in that house, and the two things that concern me are the cracks upstairs and that lean-to out the back. Now, if you're going to take on this project, make sure you've got some ready cash, because you're not going to get a mortgage on this house in its current state. Let's find out who did their homework when it went under the hammer.
Vacant, freehold, semi-detached. Start me where you will. The bidding, sir, on my right, 60 on bid. Straight in at 60,000. I'll take 70 anywhere. 61, as you wish, sir. 61. Have 62, so I thought you would. 64, 64. 66, sir, seated. 65, as you wish at 65. Freshly bidding, sir. 66. 67, sir. Yes, 67. 68, sir. 68 bid. 69, sir. Yes, 70. No, sir, as you wish. 69 is there for the first time. First time and second time, bid is there at £69,000. You're out at the back, sir. Bid is here, being sold. Third and the very last time. It's yours, sir.
So the bid of 69 grand got London-based Terence the two-bed West Bromwich house. I met him, along with his brother-in-law Simon, back at the house to hear their plans for this two-reception room, two-bed semi. Terence, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Simon.
Nice to
meet you too. Congratulations to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tell us why this house in the first place.
Well, when you're at the auction, it's like a squabble. Everybody's trying to grab something.
Exactly.
So I grabbed this.
And what was it about this house that you liked that made you want to grab it?
Price range is not bad.
Okay.
The area's not too bad, so
Familiar
I
with the
went.
area.
Yeah.
Are you so you know the area, Simon?
Yeah, quite well. West Bromwich's got a nice little town centre. It's recently been built up, modernised, and decent area for the future.
Is this your only project or your first project?
No. I've got another two. One doesn't need any work. It's already inhabited by tenants.
Okay.
It's an HMO.
Okay.
And the other one we have to do some more work on.
Have you had those properties for long?
No, I've had it the same time as I had this. They all was bought at the same auction, the same time. It's all together
Really?
free property.
So
yeah.
you're bulk buying at the auction?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What made you go for three at the same time?
Well, there's a kind gentleman at the auction who said that, don't worry, we'll always lend you money. So I decided, okay, well, if he's going to lend me, I might as well buy.
So Terence hasn't held back and is really going for it, but hopefully he hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Renovating and managing multiple properties can be tricky if you're not on top of everything. And he didn't even view the house or read the legal pack. That means he's broken two of the golden rules of Homes Under the Hammer. Tell us what you're going to do to the house.
Okay, well, we're going to put a double story extension at the back.
Sorry to butt in, that's a big start. You're putting a double extension in on the back of the house?
Yeah.
Is that subject to...
Yeah, planning.
To planning, of course. But that's your idea. Carry on, yes.
Yeah, and then rip everything else out and turn it into open plan and get it modernised.
What, are you knocking walls down, or...?
Yeah, it's a two-bedroom now.
Yes.
We're going to turn it into three.
OK.
And we're going to take out a few walls so it looks more accommodating.
Yeah. You've got a few cracks upstairs as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they concerning you?
Well, the architect said he would take care of it. He said it's nothing major because it's the bay window, it normally cracks, so it's not major. He will sort it out.
So, how much is all this work going to cost you?
Roughly about 25.
25 grand. Yeah. Simon hopes to help out with the labouring side of things, and being local, we'll be able to keep an eye on the project, which they hope to complete in 3 months. That could be going some with planning permission needed for the extension, but Terence is pretty confident things will come good and work themselves out.
Call it fate, I what you want. You might try to fight the feeling, but yo, call it fate.
I met his sister on a plane. We were on our way to Jamaica. And we got to talking and everything. Then she went to sleep, I went to sleep. But the air hostess came in around and waking me up and saying, what does your partner want? So I'm thinking, she's not my partner. So I went to sleep. They woke her up, said to her, what is your partner? So I thought, something's mysterious here. So eventually in the morning, when we just had to land, we start talking and we start dating. And
Really?
we had a little girl now.
No way.
My brother-in-law, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's fantastic. What's he like? Come on, come on.
A man of knowledge. So I'm following his footsteps. That's why I'm
Oh,
here
good
today.
on you. Mastering his apprentice. Hey? Hey, mastering his apprentice.
I don't know who the master and who the apprentice is, yeah.
Listen, I wish you all the best. I really do. I hope it works out.
Okay, yeah.
Great to have met you, Terence. Simon?
Yeah.
Get those hands dirty and I wish you all the best, Simon.
Yeah, thank
Cheers,
you.
take care. Well, buying 3 properties at the same time at auction says to me that Terence and Simon have started off on the front foot and got themselves a decent house with a lot of work to be done, though, I've got to say. And I seem to be more concerned than they do about the cracks upstairs and their plans for a double-storey extension as well. How will they get on? Will they get it right? You can find out later in the programme.
Coming up in